What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Darku, and today we're going to be going over how you can get the old rod, the good rod, and the super rod from all the regions in PokeMMO. We're going to be doing the regions in order, so obviously we're going to be starting at Kanto, and Vermilion City is where you get your first rod. This is the old rod. Once you enter Vermilion City, you can go to the top left here, and in this house there will be a fisherman who gives you the old rod. Next up in Kanto, we're in Fuchsia City, and as you can see from this PC, we're going to go to the right here, and in the second house, you can speak to the fisherman here, and he will give you the good rod. Onto the super rod then, you can see that we are in Lavender Town, and we're going to go from here, we're going to head directly south to Route 12 until we see the fisherman's house. So just past this route then, as you can see, here's the fisherman's house, and you speak to the fisherman inside and he will give you the super rod in Kanto. Onto Johto then, as you can see, we are in Violet City, which is in the middle of the map, and we're just going to head straight south here to go to the next Pokemon Center below. There we go then, at the end of Route 32, you can see the Pokemon Center here, and the fisherman inside here will give you the old rod. Here we are in Olivine City, which is on the far left of the map. We're going to go ahead and get our good rod. We're just going to go to the house above the PC. In here you'll find a fisherman who will give you the good rod. Onto the super rod then, as you can see, we are on Route 26, which is below the Elite Four path, and we're just going to go in the house on Route 26 and speak to the fisherman in the back, and he will give you the super rod. Onto Hoenn then, as you can see, we are at the very bottom of the map in Dewford Town, and you speak to the fisherman at the south end over here, and he will give you the old rod. Onto the good rod then, as you can see, we are in Malville City, which is in the middle of the map, and from here on we're just going to go over to the far right and surf over to find the next fisherman. And here you go, ladies and gents, here is the guy who gives you the good rod in Hoenn. Onto the super rod then, as you can see, we are at the very top right of the map now in Moss Deep City, and we're just going to go from this PC just above us to the top right, and the fisherman's house will be up here in the corner, and this guy inside will give you the super rod. Here we are in the dreaded Sinnoh then. Yes, you heard correctly, I hate Sinnoh. We are in Jubilee Life City, which is at the very bottom left of the map. This is quite early on, this is where you get the old rod. We're just going to go from the middle town centre to the far left, and in this gateway here there will be a fisherman who gives you the old rod. Onto the good rod then, as you can see, we are in Hearthome City, which is in the middle of the map, just to the bottom right of it anyway. And we're just going to go ahead and cycle down here to the bottom right. We're going to take the gate, and the fisherman just over the other side, this one right here, will give you the good rod. Onto the super rod then in Sinnoh. This is post Elite Four, so in order to get here you actually need to beat the Elite Four in Sinnoh, and you need to also take the boat from Snowpoint City if you've never been here before. Slight warning, if it's your first time coming here, it will automatically make you go into a double fight. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, you can come back afterwards as well, and then use the Pokemon Center and it will be labelled on your map. Once this is done though, and you actually have this area unlocked, you just want to head to the left a little bit, and then up a bit, and then speak to this fisherman here, and he will give you the super rod for Sinnoh. Last but not least then, we have Unova, which actually doesn't even have the old or the good rod, only a super rod, and the only way to unlock the super rod is actually by beating the game, doing all the Elite Four, and the little bit of post-game at the end of it, which is beating Jetsis and N. Once you've done that, you'll be back to your house, and you can go down the stairs and you'll be given the super rod. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of this, obviously I've already done that. But there you have it, ladies and gents, there's the old, the good, and the super rod in all of the regions currently in PokeMMO. If they ever add more regions, I'll be sure to update this video, but I hope this helped. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that business, and I stream on Twitch, and blah-de-blah-de-blah. I hope this helped you. See ya! And this is how you get your old rod. We're going to head down to Route 32 and speak to the fisherman in the house. It's a fucking tree. Let's try that again.